on LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put on LBC. Over LBC. I put on LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's the wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. It is June 29th, 2026 at 10:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Did I say Tuesday? It is a Monday, June 29th. 2026 at 10:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. Typical Monday, kind of just sideways price action like we've been getting on Mondays, it seems. It's either been down or sideways on Mondays. So we shall see where we go from here. Let's go ahead and say good evening to the chat. Good evening, Alexandra G, Mod Queen, Mod Boss, Mod God. Thank you for being here, and thank you for pinning that Discord link in the chat. I do greatly appreciate you doing that each and every single night. You are the Mod God, as the emoji would suggest. Good evening. Thank you always. Thank you kindly for wishing me a good show. Stream. Duality C, not of this world. What is going on, bro? What's up, my Mr. Alien friend? Curtis Hill, how you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. IRC, aka Indie Rock Crypto. How you doing, bro? Feels Tuesday, for real, for real. Yeah, thank you for being here. Well, it is a short week for me, work-wise, so that's good. We'll be off Friday to observe the holiday. What are you guys doing for to celebrate the 250th birthday of this great nation? If you are from the United States, of course. If you're not, it's going to be, I don't know, it might be kind of weird that you're celebrating our birthday, but at the same time, welcome it. All right, so Bitcoin sitting at $59,839. Let's see if we can see what we're seeing. See what we're seeing. I want to try and start using the chart prime a little more while I'm live for trading. Now this is like, do a long from here to here. Let's see what happens. Speaking of longs, guys, the Solana trade that I showed last night that I didn't get into because I did not set an alert prior to my stream last night, and then I got lost in the sauce prepping for the stream. But you all saw me bring this up willy-nilly in the middle of the show. It was there, and now we're here. It went full TP, like basically no drawdown, which is why I'm kind of mad about it because I had the trade set up and ready to go, and boom, boom, didn't set that alert for entry, but that's okay. Gonna be Casio, have a drone show, fireworks tickets. A Casio? Is that what you meant to say? Keep all my digits. Yeah. I fully expect another leg down to 50, but I ain't effing selling. Well, I don't know about 50. I don't know about 50. I actually think we're going to come up short of, come up short of 50. I'm still thinking that 50 will get front run. At about 50, I'm still thinking 54, about 54K. Based off of fibs. That's all. That's all it is. So that was on the 3-minute, 15-minute. I've noticed that these 15-minute order blocks by the Chart Prime Indicator Pro Plus. Whoa, did someone send their people over? Who sent people over? Was it T.I. Joe? Was it Wave Cipher? I don't know. But I appreciate it. Got a big jump in viewers. Hey, Lunar Beaches, new subscriber here. When are your normal streaming times? Right now. It is Sunday through Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which is 9 p.m. for me. I wake up 5:45 every day. You're already doing the math. That's not even 8 hours, David. I know. My body runs on gonna have a heart attack in my 40s fuel. Hopefully the sleep schedule will get better at some point, but we'll see. Hopefully within the next year or so. Once I can make trading full time and I can stream during the day instead of at night, I'll be good. I'll be good. But where was I? Getting distracted. Oh yeah. Yeah. Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I'm here all the time. And then random weekend streams. I want to try and make at least one stream or at least one video a weekend. It's just figuring out what I want to do with it, with that 1 hour. It doesn't even have to be an hour, but with that one video a week. So what do I do? What do I do? What should I do? Should I go over indicators, trading strategies with certain indicators? Yeah, I don't know. I want to be able to provide what most people need, and so I guess I just got to go over risk management, because I think that's what most people need. Honestly, TA is like the easy part. You can make it way more complicated than it needs to be, but I guarantee you, most people that have been trading for at least a year, they have enough TA knowledge after a year. Just plenty. It's usually the discipline, the psychology, mindset, sticking to your rules and understanding proper risk management that usually bites people, bites traders. So what do you think of the measured move of this bear drop? Oh, thank you for that, Rodolfo, LOL. I appreciate that. I only sleep 5 to 6 hours each day too. I feel you, man. I mean, it doesn't matter when. I could be on vacation. I got no set bedtime, no set awake time, nothing like that. I could sleep however long I want. If I get 5 hours and I wake up, I'm good for at least a few hours. Then I can, if it's like a weekend, I can take a nap. But at the same time, I hate taking midday naps because I always just feel groggy afterwards. So I don't know, but I know I gotta slow down. You have to be learning the right stuff. What's that? Wave Cypher sent us. Shout out to the Wave Gang, the Wave Riders, fellow Wave Riders. We're running out of time. We gotta grind. What do you think of the measured move if this bear drop from early June plays out? Bear drop from early. This measured move on this. I think this is, pretty sure this is what you're talking about because I've gone over this too. I've seen it, this bear flag. Right there. And from the high to down here. Measured move. Breakout. Or from the high. Which one you going with? 51K. I mean, I could see it. I could see it wick past the 0.65 wick past the golden pocket. But I think the golden pocket will hold up. I won't say should, but I think it will. I think we're very much more likely to just chop sideways. I'm still sticking with my thesis that we're going to get a move push up and then another move down, and that'll be the bottom. Somewhere around September, October. Still going off of the 1,435 days, bottom to bottom, that we've had the last two cycles. That still puts us at October 26th, which honestly, without some kind of bounce, might be a little too late. Unless it's like something like this. I can see that. Whatever it is, guys, I hope you know it's going to be absolute torture for most people. Because that's how the bear market bottoms always are. They're always torture. They suck. They suck. That's why I feel 50K is in the cards. But, like I said, I think 50K, 50K is on the table. I think if you lose 54, you have you're probably going to 50, if not down to about to 48. To the FTF launch high, that should be a pretty good demand zone, I would hope. I'd hope. Wow, people that bought the ETF on launch. So that would be here. Like, let's just go from the open. On launch, they are up 35%. If they're still holding. 35%. 95% of short-term holders are at a loss. Over 10.5 million coins are at a loss, sitting at a loss, which has always marked a bottom. Of course, that's like 2 or 3 data points, but W formation, W formation. My general thesis is this is just going, on the macro, this is going to be a 3 drives pattern, because I want it to be one. I need it to be one. Something like that. Oh, that was loud, right in my ear hole. Okay, so we've come down to this 15-minute order block. That's what the ding was for. I don't know why it calls it support, but I mean, technically, I guess it's support. Far more sellers here than buyers. You can see 93% sellers to buyers on this order block. So there's two different ways to take that. They're going to sell. It's going to push down to the next level where we have more sellers. Or you have the people that sold, price pushed against them. Now price is coming back to them, and if they didn't get stopped out, they might be exiting out of their positions, which means they have to buy. They have to buy back, because that's what a short stop loss is. It's a buyback. That's what or say stop loss, but exiting a short means you are buying. That's effectively what you are doing. That's why if price goes higher when you're trying to short, you're having to buy back at a higher price, which means you lose the difference. If you didn't know, now you know. USDT dominance chart on the weekly has a high that has not been taken out since 2022, I believe. Once that high gets taken, I'm buying a lot of spot and altcoins. Which altcoins are you interested in, Rodolfo? You have to be learning the right stuff. Yeah, you got to be learning the right stuff. Now, the right stuff when it comes to TA is very extremely objective, which is why I don't poop on anybody's trading style, how they trade. I don't care. Pattern trader, smart money concepts, momentum trader, I mean, breakout trader, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It truly, really doesn't matter. I proved that last week by having a 22% win rate and still being profitable. It does not matter. What matters is consistency and sticking to your plan, which means discipline, being confident, which you step into confidence. It's not something that you feel, it's just something that you do. We do have these equal lows down here, so we got to be careful of those. But the right one did take out the one on the left, so I still have a theory on that, and I'm still trying to figure out. Basically, the theory is if the right one takes out this low, then that means that the liquidity has been swept. That's the theory, the thought process. I haven't proven it yet. As long as you make money, that's all that matters. Yeah, as long as you make money. And that's the thing, but you know, the TA is just it's the TA, man. Like everybody's got their own style. Different styles fit different trading styles fit different lifestyles. Like if you have a day job like me, but you don't get to look at your phone hardly at all, it's probably best that you just set alerts for like swing trades and then just swing trade. Because then you don't have to pay attention that much. You know, you're swing trading. Who cares? And swing trading is kind of difficult in its own right because the risk is different, your margin is different, and you got to hold on to trades. But it's really the same thing as the low time frames, the scalps and your intraday trading. It's really the same thing. It's turtles all the way down. No, that's a song. It's fractals all the way down. Everything is fractal. You can find different patterns on the same patterns on every different time frame. Good evening, David Wave Riders. Good evening, J Ara, J Rizzle, the Rizzler. How you doing, my bro? My ninja. Thank you for being here. ADA, LTC, and Arrow. So still we still got a little bit of belief in ADA. I see. You know, I will tell you what. There's one thing and one thing only that still makes me think ADA will have a nice run the next cycle. Do any of you know what that might be? NASDAQ. I'm on the 15. NASDAQ had a nice push today, it looks like. Nice bounce off of order block and push higher. I swear I should just start trading stocks because, I mean, the chart prime indicator is great for crypto too, but man, is it a banger with stocks. A lot of stuff for bangers with stocks because stocks actually do what they're supposed to do. Whereas the order books are a bit too thin in crypto. So the algorithmic or automated market makers, they're finding liquidity wherever it may be, which is why you can get scam wicks and stuff like that. Sometimes that's just an API issue, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes the order book is so thin, you got one person jumping in to sell at this price, and someone just happens to want to come in and or has like a buy, has been sitting there with a buy limit for however long, and like there's like that's the only order right now at this specific time, and the automatic market maker's like, okay, gotta fill that. Oh, okay. It's kind of weird. I'm super sad. Thanks for asking. Hope you are well, brother. Just in a funk. This too shall pass. Oh, I hate to hear that, bro. But I'm glad you're well. I'm glad you at least know that it will pass. And I'm sorry you're sad. You can reach out to me in my DMs if you need to. Suelio Almeida. Suelio Almeida. Good morning from Japan. Good morning from Japan. Or from the US. Good morning to you in Japan. How is it over there? How's the weather? Are people super depressed? Because, you know, I don't know if I should. I'm not like going to pour salt on the wound, but you know, World Cup. Speaking of World Cup, how about Paraguay knocking off Germany? Oof. Oof. People said Paraguay is just this little slouch. It's just a little slouch. The Americans, they got, you know, they're playing nobody. Paraguay goes out and sends Germany home in the first, in the round of 32. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up though. When is the U.S. Bosnia game? You know, I honestly kind of hope Trump paid off FIFA so that we could win the World Cup. It's not gonna happen, but that's okay. Wednesday at 7. Oh, sweet. Wait, that means it's probably not gonna start till 8. Which means I'll be live. Or will I? Pulled my quads biking today. Hasn't been a good day for me either. I'm with you, dude. You know, man, you guys are getting beat up out there like some professional footballers or something. I mean, I beat myself up at work. It was it's gonna be a brutal week. And today is because today was gonna be the coolest day of the week, and it's just supposed to get progressively hotter, which to be expected. It's summer in the south, in the southern United States. Yeah, it was gonna get hot. It's kind of a thing here. especially here in the mid-south where we have crazy humidity. And if you don't know humidity, you just know heat, hot. You don't know hot. You don't know hot until you get into that southern humidity. Like it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, Bitcoin or Solana rather. Money flow coming down. True 7 is below the 0 line. RSI below the 50. I will consider a short here. 1.95% at 2%, 2.03, 2.12 R. I like these lows. These lows look like they want to get taken. I like this in general. Big sells here. Then they got trapped. Come back down to them. Push lower. Do we have any equal lows? 'Tis the question. Michael Saylor is going to sell apparently. Well, they've created a selling program. You know Saylor. He's always got to. They always got to make something more convoluted than it needs to be. Make it sound more professional than it actually is. You know. We've got to make our Ponzi not look like a Ponzi. Technically, it's not a Ponzi because we tell you up front what we're doing. Ponzi means fraud. It means there's some kind of level of fraud there. We are literally doing everything legal and out in the open and transparent. If you want to be part of the Ponzi, go ahead. They for STRC they've raised the rate to 12%. They've raised the rate to 12% on the dividends, which means every $100 you put in, you get $12 yearly. Woohoo! $1 a month. Really not even that worth it. You put $1 million in it, now we're looking at $120,000. Okay. But I ain't got $1 million. So hard to breathe. Yes, it is. You walk outside and you're not only are you, but it's like instant sweat. Like it's so bad. It's so bad. I've been in dry heat and it is nothing in Colorado. It's nothing. It was nothing compared to here. In hindsight, I remember watching the MSTR chart when it hit all-time high. All markets were in euphoria. In hindsight, that should have been a sell signal. Oh, yeah. MSTR. Let's go ahead and go over to it. When did it hit its all-time high? November. So it was actually after Bitcoin hit its all-time high. I wonder, so that means there was there potentially like a SMT divergence? Maybe. Why is this chart so weird? But anyways, so now, what was I, oh, 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 ain't no way it's gonna go to 765. Bro, Bitcoin would have to like absolutely tank for that to happen. I think. I don't know. But yeah, STRC Stretch is their preferred stock, which basically means if you buy it, you get paid a dividend on your shares, and it's based off of $100 price for the share. So if you're able to get it under $100, you're actually getting a higher percentage yield. STRC. Because $100 par, so it should be essentially kind of like pegged to $100, right around $100, essentially. So right now it is in the olden days of looking at USDT peg to the dollar, USDC peg to the dollar, any kind of pegging, anytime we saw a depeg, we knew there was a problem. It got down to $71. Bro, that's a whole nother quarter. Let's see, so at 12%, a quarter of that would be 3. So that you tack on another 3%. So you effectively, for $100, you'd be getting $15. 15% yield on the shares that you bought at that price. But it's $100 par, so, and therefore, if you go over $100, you're actually you're not losing money, but you're not getting as big of a return on the shares that you bought when it was over $100. Does that make sense? And also, strategy can willy-nilly change the rate whenever they want. They could literally drop it down to 1% if they wanted to. I wouldn't say it's good practice for something that started off at 11.5, but they can change it to whatever they want, whenever they want, for whatever reason they want. Dry off from a shower and still be soaked. Yeah. For sure. But it has gotten a push, 83.67. So, and this is the daily chart, and this is after Saylor, the strategy, their new sell mechanism or whatever program, 1.25 up to $1.25 billion is what they could sell for USD reserves, so that they can use those USD reserves and go and buy MSTR, so stock buyback. But you tell me, does it sound like good business practice? Does it sound like good business practice for or does it give you confidence in a company knowing that they're only selling because they need the money in order to pay out dividends and to prop up their own stock? Not just that. Boy. But we're never going to sell. Never sell your Bitcoin guy. They're saying, well, sometimes we got to sell we got to sell the Bitcoin. It's like, yeah, but the problem was never going to be you sold. The problem, in my opinion, is that this kind of shows that you guys don't know how to manage your capital. Because you're buying at an average price of like $72 to $74, somewhere in there, and you're selling at 60, under 60, if he's selling right now. And that's the thing. It's OTC. Strategy does everything over the counter, which means it doesn't affect, technically, the market. And so this is why people are like, a Saylor selling, why is the market going up? I don't understand. Because we had a little tiny move today that has now been taken at least half back. Well, the reason is because it's over the counter. It doesn't really affect price until the Bitcoin that they essentially exchange with Coinbase or whoever they go through. I think it's Coinbase. Not really. Not sure. Whoever they go through, they just buy it off of Saylor. And that's it. Like, it's not done on the open market. The open market is where the price is set. And so whoever their custodian is, their exchange is, they do whatever they want with the Bitcoin that they just bought. They can sell it, which they probably will when price goes higher. And believe it or not, that could be the catalyst for our little push for our next top. Why? They got to mark price up so that they can sell. Well, but why? Well, because you got to entice buyers. You can't sell if no one's buying. You can't buy if no one's selling. So you got to, and it's a lot of Bitcoin. 54,000 Bitcoin just came from strategy. 54,000. That didn't come to, I don't think they've sent it to him yet. I think, like I said, it's like a program. It's this convoluted thing, like I said. So it's just kind of, I haven't done a ton of research on it. This is just going off of like a couple of things that I read today. And I can parse out, a good bit of it, but not all of it. But yeah, I mean, you just mark the price up, start marking it up, entice buyers. Buyers, come here. Where are you? Come here. We need to sell to you. And then they unload at the top. And price rolls over until Q4. Good luck. We did get a bullish engulfing here on the daily for the S&P 500, bouncing off of this daily order block, coming up to this daily order block down here at about 7,512 points, dollars. I still don't know when it comes to these indexes. Now, I know we don't have it here. I mean, we got relatively equal highs, but again, this high took out this high, so maybe nothing. But the NASDAQ does have these equal highs up here. And it also bullish engulfed the previous daily candle, which would be the Friday candle. And coming up to bearish order block. It's actually an even order block. Even Steven. And bounced off of the POC over here. So we could see a continuation here. And this is pretty much what I've been thinking here is we do see a continuation in the sweep of the highs. And then we go into a larger correction until Q4. It's why? Well, guys, we're going into July. And after the 4th, you bet your butts, it's going to be midterm season. Get ready for tons of American politics. Maybe we will wait off. Maybe we will hold off for the World Cup to end. But July, then you got, after July, you just have August, September, and then you got midterm elections in November. I did see, though, I swear, if I don't do trading, people just drop off, which is fine. The people that like everything that I do stick around. So this is my time to stream and to research. That's not what I wanted. I saw something. It's Bitcoin Magazine, so take it with a grain of salt. Why? They're biased heavily. JP Morgan backs U.S. crypto bill, but puts a warning label front and center as Senate eyes August deadline. August, September, October. JP Morgan threw its support behind federal digital asset legislation Monday, but the bank's message to Congress was as much a caution as an endorsement. Get the framework right or risk recreating the financial vulnerabilities regulation was designed to prevent. In a joint op-ed, Umar Farouk, global co-head of JP Morgan Payments, and Peter Muriangi, CEO of Digital Assets and Blockchain Solutions, argued that the United States has a genuine opportunity to lead in digital finance, provided lawmakers pair regulatory clarity with durable safeguards. The piece arrived as the Senate race to advance the digital asset market. Clarity Act before its August recess, with negotiators still working through sticking points on stablecoin yield provisions, ethics rules for government officials with crypto ties, and liability protections for decentralized finance developers. Quote, regulatory clarity matters only if paired with durable safeguards. Clarity with gaps or loopholes can push activity into slightly supervised channels and weaken long-standing protections. Protect us. Protect us. We can take down the whole global economy by ourselves, but we still need protection. But we're so big, we can literally take down the whole global economy, but we still need protection from this cryptocurrency. JP Morgan's take on stablecoins. On market structure, JP Morgan's position was blunt. The blockchain on which a product is issued does not change its economic function. Assets that look and behave like securities should face disclosure, custody, and market integrity rules. Decentralized trading platforms that operate like brokers or exchanges should be held to the same standards. Tokenization, the executives argued, should improve how markets operate, not serve as a mechanism for bypassing the rules that have made U.S. capital markets the most trusted in the world. Are they? I mean, technically, yes. The bank reserved particular focus for stablecoins, where JP Morgan sees both commercial opportunity and competitive threat. Stablecoins and tokenized deposits could enable faster settlement and reduce friction in cross-border payments. Cross-border payments. But when those products offer yield-like incentives or hold balances without meeting bank-level capital liquidity and consumer protection standards, payments innovation becomes shadow banking by another name. Shadow banking. Oh no. Yeah, so they say they come out in support of the Clarity Act, but friggin' 90% of the article is them complaining about crypto being in whatever. Stupid. Let's go to the 3 and the 2 and the 1. There we go. Oh, look at that. Should have taken that trade off of that order block, huh? Meh. 15-minute order block. Banging, bro. Absolutely love it. That's why I set alerts on them. I gotta learn to trust it. Gotta learn to trust it. I have trust issues. I'm sorry. Wow. Where was, do we know? I didn't know I got rid of that trade, that long position, like the tool. I guess I got rid of it. This looks like it's trying to push higher, but I don't know. 60,180 looks juicy. I don't know, man. At the very, seeing that headline, of course, first thing this morning about Saylor and strategies selling Bitcoin, whatever, $1.25 billion, and that narrative getting pushed out there, and just like, it's the type of things that you see after, like, right soon after, at, or before, right before a bottom. Not right before, but it's the type of stuff that typically is kind of like bottom marking. But I don't know that what I've seen so far is going to be enough. But I do think we can get all the way up to roughly 70K, 70 to 71K before we do our final rollover. Entice the buyers and then sell. And then bear market over, hopefully. Well, maybe not bear market over, but maybe bottom in. Because we could still like catch a bid, quick bid after the bottom, and then just go sideways. Does October 26th have to be the bottom? Nope. Not at all. Like I've been saying, guys, I think we are in the final stretch, the home stretch. And it's accumulation time is what it is, in my opinion. Not financial advice. Do your own research. That's only my opinion. Doge has reached my high time frame demand zone. Doge. Oh, I kind of like this zone. Can it take out the lows? Sure. Will it? I don't know about that. Got a feeling when X payments come or whatever. I mean, we've already seen they've integrated the charts on X, and we already know that they want to be like a capital market and exchange. It's the X Everything app, right? You can send money to people. It's kind of like Apple Pay, Let's text somebody payment. And then there you go. I always start on an hour looking for the 15-minute move. Yep. But yeah. I've had that up there for quite some time. Where's the I need something that's got more history on it. Was it Binance? Yeah, there it is. Let's look at that. Ha. Ha ha ha. I can't remember the last time I went over this, but yeah, I remember saying about 9.5, 10 cents, 9 to 10 cents for ADA. I think would be kosher. I think that'll be good. Give us a hidden bullish divergence here on the weekly. You got this trending down. You got this trending up. That would be a nice hidden bullish divergence on the weekly chart. Go to the monthly. It's going to be the same thing, except up here. And yeah, bullish divergence. Measured move, taking from the swing high instead of the breakout, because this is corrective. This is more of an ABC. Whoops. ABC. Then it is a 5-wave impulse. 5-wave impulses I'll take from the breakout for my measured move, particularly on wave 3. But wave 4, I'll take this and I will put. It's also the ending of a 3-wave or a 5-wave move that I shorten up the measured move. I go by the last swing high or swing low before the breakdown or breakout, break up. And so instead of this, so I'll take this, and instead of going from here, which would put ADA all the way at 2.5 cents, I go from here because it is the final push, or could be. There's a chance that this just turns into a 5-wave collapse and it's just over. It's just over. I don't know. I don't know about that. But yeah, I mean, getting down to here is essentially like Bitcoin getting down to here, the ETF launch level. For Cardano. So we'll see how that goes. I wish BTC would hit 40K so I could acquire like 0.25 BTC. Liad, I couldn't even acquire that, so I hope so for you. I would go broke at 40K. See, and that's the thing. So many people want 40K. I just don't see it happening. Kalshi's now favoring 40K. Kalshi's now saying that people are betting that we get to 50K before we get to 100K. Like, those things coming in right now, Michael Saylor, the selling narrative and all that stuff, $1.25 billion worth of Bitcoin, which Bitcoin absorbed, or Bitcoin spot ETFs alone do $2 to $3 billion on a quiet day. 3 to 5 for your average, 6 to 9 billion on high volatility days. So I mean, the market, Bitcoin can absorb $1.25 billion worth of Bitcoin, and it's not even going to have to do it all at the same time anyway. They're not just going to go out and sell all of it, I don't think. Maybe they will, but even if they did, like I said, OTC, it's over the counter. It's going to be OTC, so it's not on the open market, so that doesn't affect price. And like I said, spot ETFs alone do double, triple, quadruple, 5 times that much in a day, every day, every single day. So 1.25 billion ain't nothing, dog. I'm gonna take a 125K loan. Please don't. You get that interest, then you gotta pay the interest. But hey, you do whatever you'd like. Ada Ace, what's up, bro? We were just talking about your favorite coin. Actually, I'm still on it. And yeah, I've had this one laid out for quite some time, actually. I guess it's been, wow, I guess it's been several months, 6 months. Gosh, that would have been the short of the cycle for me had I taken it. But I love you too. Mad love, homie. LPT still garbage. Arrow. That's the monthly. Don't particularly care for this bottom. Sweep of relatively equal highs. Fair value gap. That looks fine. Shady? Oh, let's just. There we go. Interesting. A lot of freaking volume on this thing. From high to this low. We're at that point of control. And if it can reclaim 47, 46, that's the whole number, 47, 46. The POC here. And I think it'll get up to at least that value area high at $109.9 for arrow. And we do have the equal highs and the equal highs, relatively equal highs. This low did take out this low. And don't forget, oftentimes, or a lot of altcoins will bottom before Bitcoin. In 2022, I believe ETH bottomed in June or July. In June. It's literally the month that we're in. It bottomed in June. Here is where Bitcoin bottomed. And that created a bullish SMT divergence. And my super Ethereum cycle lives on, although it's getting pushed out a little bit. Of course, I locked you, as I should. Boom, 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 boom. 76K. Now, this is just pure market structure, okay? Just pure market structure. Not price. This has nothing to do with price. Just purely market structure. For what I'll be looking for. Well, yeah. So this is 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, and then the super cycle 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Big old fifth wave. Made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. So basically, this is like a mid-cycle dip. Mid-cycle dip. If this whole thing is a cycle, which I think it could be, and you know, could Bitcoin or Ethereum get to 100K? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm still in the probably like 20K camp. 20K just seems right. Full 4.236 extension gets you to 17,308. So 17K. Actually, let me get this magnet on. 17,773 is a full 4.236 extension for Ethereum. Huh. Is this whole thing a correction? I mean, a big giant correction? Because if it is, then this is just one range here. 786 might come into play. $1,122. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. And this just barely broke its all-time high. I mean, this is still essentially currently a rising Trying rising wedge. That kind of plays really well with my forecast here. Nice break up, pull, break down, back test, break out, back test, and go. Something like that. I was such a noob years ago. Dude, I remember when I bought ADA at $2. I was everyone's exit liquidity. Yeah. Gag setting my tomorrow AM stream and hit the bed. There you go. Oh, gotta. Oh, wait. Does that mean I gotta go? Not sure. But later, ADA Ace, thank you for stopping by. I remember. Do you remember? Pepperidge Farms members. Where's. What'd you say? ADA. Pretty sure it was like 3 cents when I got into crypto. About to find out. Actually, it wasn't even on Coinbase. Down here, got into crypto here, December 2020. Where were we at? 13 cents? 13 to 20 cents range. This candle right here was the week that I got into crypto. Instead, and I got into crypto buying this turd sandwich. XRP. December 2020. Oh, what is this? Yes, this was my welcome to crypto moment. Because literally 2 weeks after I bought XRP crypto for the first time, Ripple gets sued by the SEC. So that was my welcome to crypto moment. I can't believe it got all the way up to 66 cents. And it crashed all the way down to what? 17, I think? Yeah, 17. I remember buying at 17. Yeah, I had a nice first bull run. It was really nice. This bull run kind of sucked ass, to be honest. I just didn't have as much money this time. That's the problem. But yeah. Wow. Viewers way dropped off. What the frick? Wow, this steady just dropped off all throughout. I'm sorry. I'm boring. I'm sorry I bored you. Yeah, people just want the trades, man. Just stick to the trades. I'm fine. All right, Bitcoin, what are we doing? We got the little push off of that first order block. We're going to come down here to where we have nothing but 100% buying. If I want to sell, I want to sell higher. So why would I come down here to sell? Just saying. If I'm looking for buyers, I want to look for buyers up high. But all I have is sellers up here. Other than this range right here. We got a nice big chunk here. Of course, around that $60,000 level. So, and that's a pretty decent size order block too. So, 1004. About time to go. Hey, you guys. Anyways, yeah. Something like that. Just look for a reaction on the lower time frames. That's what I do. Just look for price to reach my levels, resistance levels, and look for the switch up, the reversal at those levels. I'm not caring about a 3-minute order block unless it lines up with a 5-minute or 15-minute order block. The 15-minute order blocks, though, they be banging. They be banging. So, yeah. Oh, that's all I got, guys. Average view duration 12 minutes. Cool. It's more than it's not bad. But anyways, thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button on your way out, hitting that subscribe if you are new and you enjoyed the content, and hitting that notification bell to be notified whenever I create new content and when I go live. Don't forget to join the Discord. It is free. And also join all the links in my description. Become a member of the Otter Gang Discord if you're not already. That one is paid. I believe it's $88 a month. Never know when you might get a month free or something, but I think you got to watch Alex's streams for that, for anything, if you're going to get close to that. But I have an affiliate link with that. And follow Alex Crypto and Piper Academy, and follow me on X at Lunar Beaches, and that's it. Thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep, and I will catch you all in the next one. Mad love. God bless. Peace out. Bye. Ride the waves.
On LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put on LBC. Over LBC. I put on LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's a wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on